Aloha and welcome. This is VBOC of the Pacific, the Veterans Business Outreach Center. We are recording our first live video on YouTube, and we are going to answer your questions. So, VBOC of the Pacific is the Center for Veterans and Military in Transition, as well as spouses. We are helping them with entrepreneurship and their entrepreneurial development. We are providing classes as well as one-on-one consultations. So, a little bit more about us. We are serving Hawaii, Guam, and American Samoa. And we are a program of the University of Hawaii at Hilo, and we are funded part by a cooperative agreement with U.S. Small Business Administration. One of our main programs is Boots to Business. It's entrepreneurial education and training program. We are teaching basics of how to start a business, how to identify the best opportunity, how to write a business plan, economics of small business. It's a 2-day course during which you can learn a lot about entrepreneurship and starting a business. So if you are interested, you can contact us for more information at vboc@hawaii.edu, call us, or just visit our website. So let's go ahead and answer your questions. Thank you everyone who sent us questions on our Facebook group. First question was federal and state requirements for starting a small business. What kinds of businesses are exempt? And for this question, we have our program director, Dennis Kwok.
Okay, this is actually kind of a tough question to answer because it really depends on what kind of entity you choose. But nonetheless, the requirements for federal and state depends on the entity that you choose. Now, let's just say that the most common currently entity is a limited liability company. If we chose an LLC, federal requirements are that you need to register that LLC with the state. And the state requires you to fill out, in the state of Hawaii, what's called the Limited Liability Company 1, as well as what's called the Basic Business Application 1. These requirements are registering the LLC in the state and getting your tax license number, which is in Hawaii called the General Access Tax License Number. You are not required. So let's say you have a single member LLC. If you have a single member LLC, you're not required to have what's called the EIN number, which is designated by the IRS. The EIN number acts like a social security number for your business. But if you do have an employee, you are required to get an EIN number. So my recommendation, or VBOC's recommendation, is always get an EIN for your business. And it will make your privacy a little bit better because you don't have to submit your social security number. And to answer your question about what kinds of businesses are exempt, there are no businesses that are exempt. I mean, exempt from filing taxes, none, unless you are what's called a 501c3 or a nonprofit organization.
What is the difference between for-profit and non-for-profit?
Well, is exactly what you just said. Is that's a big difference. Is that a nonprofit can't have any profits at the end of the year. It's really for reserved for community development or aid or things of that nature. Most businesses will fall under a for-profit business.
To learn about nonprofits, you can actually contact organization which is called Patsy T. Mink Center for Business and Leadership, and they actually have some workshops and they do one-on-one consultations. So if you're interested in non-for-profits, you can contact them. Next question, the pros and cons of depreciating business assets on your taxes, and if you close your business, how to deal with assets since they were depreciated.
Yeah, I mean, certain asset classes like land don't depreciate, so you can't actually depreciate that. But let's say you bought a building which the land stood on, then you can depreciate that asset. You can always choose not to depreciate an asset, but I really don't see a benefit in that. The best way to think about it is you're actually depreciating an asset, let's say the building, on a standard depreciation cycle. Let's say it's 20 years or 30 years. You're actually writing that depreciation over the span of 30 years, depending on which year it is, and you're writing that off as an expense. Although money was never actually paid out, you can actually think of it as an expense, thus lowering your tax obligation on the federal side. So I always say that there's probably more pros, and actually no cons of depreciating an asset. And when you close your business, how to deal with that asset is really entirely up to you. Let's say you sold your business, or I'm not sold your business, but let's say you closed your business, you still had that building, it was fully depreciated. You can still sell that building at market value, depending on what that value is. The only thing is that you'll still have to pay income tax on the sale of that asset. Go ahead.
Yeah. Next question, as an employee, tools that you buy for your job, are the tax deductible? What that means and how to do it?
What that means is basically, let's say you were an employee at a restaurant, and the restaurant decided not to pay for your uniforms. You bought those uniforms out of your own pocket. They are tax deductible, meaning that at the end of the year, when you file your personal income tax, you don't have to pay taxes on that amount that you spent on those uniforms. How you do it, you just do it at the end of the year when you file your taxes with the federal government, with the IRS.
And what happens if you quit working?
And sell those tools? Well, yeah, it's really your property, so you can do whatever you want with it. And one of the great things, which leads to the third question, which is if you lose your job within a year, or let's say you change jobs, do you owe money back? You do not. That uniform was used for that particular job, or was supposed to be used for that particular job. And once you don't pay taxes on it, you don't have to pay the government back for those tax credits.
Great. Thank you, Dennis. Another question we received was, what's the best marketing strategy for 2019, and what would be the best investment that would be the most effective? This is a very broad question. It really depends on your type of business and your target audience. Let's say if your target audience is a little bit younger generation, definitely social media and digital marketing will be very important. If your target audience is a little bit older generation, there would be totally different marketing strategies. But I can overview a few biggest trends for 2019. And hopefully that can give you some ideas on how you can improve your marketing. However, for your specific case and your specific type of business, we would have to schedule one-on-one appointment and talk about your business model and best strategy for you. So very briefly, most important trends for marketing in 2019. One of those would be influencer marketing. So statistics shows that consumers care about their friends and colleague recommendations more than actually what your business is saying and your website or your flyer is saying. So influencer marketing will be one of the most important strategies to market your business. How does it work? You can find someone who has a really big following online, whether that would be on Facebook or Instagram, and ask them to promote your business, to post a picture of your product or service, post information about your business, and in exchange, You either pay the influencer or you provide some perks. You give them your products or services for free. But because that influencer already has a very big following, they are able to reach a very big audience, which is very, very effective. So think about your business and biggest influencers in your industry, in your area, in your location, and contact them and ask to partner and cooperate and market your business. Direct messaging. This is also a fairly new feature, but growing really rapidly. On Facebook and Instagram, you can actually contact your consumer directly instead of just making a public post. So Facebook and Instagram reporting that this type of marketing is actually more effective a lot of times because you are contacting your consumer directly. To learn more about this type of marketing, again, you can contact us. You can also come to my social media workshop at the Hawaii Small Business Fair. I will give you more details at the end. Social media stories. So Facebook is actually planning to get rid of their timeline, and they're highly encouraging people to share their stories, videos, and the same on Instagram. Stories and videos actually reaching more people and bigger audience. So think about your social media strategy and think of how you can incorporate your stories. Maybe you can just take a snapshot of your new product or a video of your business, your storefront. Be creative about it. And video marketing will be very important in the future. Facebook is trying to be a new YouTube. They're promoting videos, and that's how their algorithm works. They're highly pushing videos, and the text and articles are not as relevant anymore. So make sure you have at least one or a few really good videos about your business, maybe just introduction of your business and brand, maybe a showcase of your product or service. Again, be creative and make sure that your video is engaging, has a good call to action, and promote your service and products that way. So we have a few good events coming up. One of them are Boots to Business Reboot class. We're going to talk about entrepreneurship. Again, we'll talk about business basics, identifying opportunity, writing a business plan, marketing your business. All information in just one day. On May 10th at the Best Oahu Vet Center. You can register online or just contact us. It's free of charge for veterans, military in transition, as well as spouses. If you go to our website, you can see a schedule of our upcoming Boots to Business classes. As you can see, we have one class at the Schofield Barracks, Marine Corps Base. We also have a class coming up in Guam. And visit our website, check the schedule, and register online, all free of charge. Another great event is coming up, Hawaii Small Business Fair. So as I mentioned, if you would like to learn more about marketing and especially social media and digital media marketing, please come register for this event. I will have a class early in the morning. It's happening this weekend, Saturday, May 4th. Free of charge is great, not only for learning more about small business, but also for networking. There will be a lot of great classes. not only about marketing, but also business plan writing, accounting, and another really great class is government contracting, presented by U.S. Small Business Administration. So if you are interested in government contracting, definitely go and attend this class. We are also partnering with Google, and we are presenting a series of workshops on how to promote your business online using Google tools. So this is the third workshop, using data to drive growth. We're going to talk about Google Analytics, Google Console, and other great tools that will provide you more insights and data that can improve your marketing strategy and help you to make informed decisions. A few other useful resources and links. You can register your business online at the Department of Commerce website. Once again, we highly encourage you to talk to your attorney before choosing a legal entity. But once you decide on your business entity, you can just register online at the cca.hawaii.gov/breg. And you can register for a free consultation if you're a veteran, military in transition, or a spouse. You can go to our website, hilo.hawaii.edu/vboc. Register online for a consultation. You can come in to our office. We are located at the Manoa Innovation Center. We can do online consultation, phone consultation, or we can come to your location too. So register online or contact us. And also, if you're a Boots to Business graduate, you can join our Boots to Business community on Facebook. You can ask us questions there anytime. You can share your ideas and network. Stay in touch with other veterans, small business owners. So that was all questions that we received. If anyone has any more questions, you can use the chat box, or you can choose to use comment section. If no questions today, make sure you join our Facebook group or Facebook page. Make sure you send us your questions to vboc@hawaii.edu, and we'll be happy to do more videos like that. Let us know if it was useful in the comments. Share this video, and we wish you best of luck with your businesses. Then, do you have to add anything?
Please keep the questions coming. We'd love to answer anything you have to ask. Just keep in mind, if we can't answer your questions, we can always reach you at a later time and answer them for you. So thank you for your participation. I'd like to thank Victoria for putting this together, and we hope to see you soon.
Thank you, and aloha.
Aloha.